Good morning. So we needed to go down to Best Buy to return a hard drive that doesn't work. And on the way we figured we'd stop at the San Mateo Supercharger so that you can see what some other superchargers in the Bay Area look like. Because they get a lot of use around here, unlike some of the ones in the middle of the country, so we could see how crowded they are and hopefully meet some other Tesla owners. So we're sitting here at a light, the light's changing, and normally I'd have to be just totally focused on, you know, what's going on in front of me. Here, Autopilot is taking care of all those little decisions for me. I can look at the bigger picture. I can actually be more safe because I can be aware of what's going on my periphery. I can be turning my head a little bit more and looking at if there's anyone about to do something dumb like change a lane. Whereas normally you're kind of fixated on the car in front of you, like, oh, he's pulling forward, I gotta pull forward. And so I think it's actually safer because those little tasks are taken care of by Autopilot. So you can see here we're going through a light, it's turning red, I've got to take over for this because it doesn't know to stop. So that's one thing that I have to do. If the car in front of me had stopped, it would have taken care of that. But so there's one thing where you do have to be aware. And so here I'll have to take over until we get through the red light.
Just so you know, auto steer probably can't see glass, so keep that in mind. All right, so we're about to do an Autopark. We just drove past the space, and then as you can see there, there's the little tiny P. That means that it's ready to park. We put it in reverse, hit the start button, and then take your hands off the wheel and it does the whole thing.
How cool is it that we're driving a Model X in San Francisco?
I mean, there are a lot of Model X's in San Francisco, but we're probably the only people who are driving a Model X from Massachusetts in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, how many? Maybe the only one.
I think we're the only one. At least the only one that's driven here.
Yeah, from Massachusetts.
From Massachusetts.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I bet from the East Coast.
You know, yesterday when we were at the Model X factory, the Tesla factory, we met. How weird is this?
Yeah.
We met a fellow Tesla owner from our hometown of Westford, Massachusetts. What are the odds of that? And he was on the same tour that we were on.
Yeah.
What? Mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So we just left a very friendly Radio Shack in San Mateo where we were trying to find some fob batteries, and we got the same comment that we hear a lot on the road, which is, oh, you drive a Tesla? Oh, I heard that Tesla killed somebody. And it's like they've somehow gotten this mass media message that Tesla equals autopilot death or something. And then when you explain to them what really happened, the fact that the person that was using it improperly, then they realize that they got the wrong story. It's not that the car just drives off and smashes into things and kills people. It's that it's designed to be used as a supplement to your driving. It's designed to, you're still driving the car, but it does a lot of the work for you.
Right, and it's a beta program.
But like we heard that, and we've heard this other message that we hear a lot, which is, oh, it's really hard to find Supercharger. It's really hard to find chargers. And it's like, nope, it's the easiest thing in the world. You just say where you're going, and then the navigation system routes you through them.
Make sure that you get there with plenty of charge.
Right, whereas, you know, if you're driving a Volt or you know, a Leaf, I would imagine that's harder to find chargers because A, you have to find them, you know, on PlugShare or one of those apps. B, you have to hope that they're not taken. C, you have to sit there and charge for hours, sometimes overnight, to get back to a full charge to go another, you know, 100 miles. So it's just weird how we get completely the 180-degree wrong information. I don't know where people are getting their information from, but I hope if you're watching this video, you're learning that is not the case at all. End of rant.
So we're gonna give Sparky a car wash because he deserves it.
Yeah, it's been a while. He's covered with bugs.
Yeah.
He felt kind of...
And salt. Covered with everything.
I know, and he felt kind of lame at the
Superchargers
at the Tesla factory the other day with all those shiny Teslas.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a laser wash, Sparky.
Laser wash.
Laser wash. Where are the lasers?
What is it doing right now?
It's giving the weakest ass water I've ever seen. What does that do?
I don't know.
That does nothing.
Maybe it's a chemical.
It's not enough of the chemical. Seems like it hadn't quite filled its tank up yet. Like that side's nice and foamy. The side that needs it driver's side is not foamy.
Hey look, it's another Tesla Model S.
Hey, what a surprise.
Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness. We've been seeing nothing but Tesla Model S's our entire trip through.
They're everywhere.
I know.
It's easier to play the game of where isn't the Model S.
Right.
Alright, so we're at the San Mateo Supercharger, and this is a first for us. Check this out. 8 stalls, 8 cars. Not only that, but another one waiting. So there's an X and a black S, gray S, blue S, black S, white S, black S, and then a gray S waiting.
Okay, rolling.
Alright, I forgot what I was going to talk about.
So we're here at the San Mateo Supercharger. It's an 8 stall.
Yes.
It's got a Whole Foods, a Chipotle.
Yeah.
A lot of nice things. What would you rate this one?
I think an 8 because it's easy-ish to get off the highway. It's got 8 stalls, but I'm going to take 2 points off because it seems like this is always going to be a problem here, being full of S's.
Yeah.
X's.
I'm going to have to take a lot more points off. I'm going to give this one a 5.
Ooh.
Just because, I mean, it really does make me appreciate the times that we've pulled in and it's been, you know, empty.
But is it Tesla's fault? Do they put it in a great location?
It is a great location, and I mean, maybe that's to the detriment because, I mean, a lot of these people they're just at Whole Foods. All the cars are empty except for one. No one is moving their cars for people.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're just probably going to be in Whole Foods for 20 minutes or 30 minutes charging and then on their way. I think you should hold judgment till you see how easy it is to charge.
Giving it a 5.
Wow. So you might have noticed that the amount of amps that there's pumping in right now is pretty low. It's only 71, and normally we're getting like 200 to 300 amps. And we're only getting about 200 miles an hour, whereas normally at this part of the charge we're getting like 270 miles an hour. And that's because we're at a full supercharger where there's cars on either side of us. And they follow this this matrix here that shows you where to park and where not to park. So if there's a car parked in slot 1, you should not park in slot 2 or 5 because those are sharing the same supercharger circuit. And so as you get fuller and fuller, it's harder and harder to find a spot that's not sharing a circuit. So in this case, we're sharing a circuit with a neighboring car, and that's why we're getting a little bit less of a supercharge. It's still super, it's just not as super. Which is faster.
So there's a guy over there and he just started smoking and we just started smelling it, which is unfortunate. But the good news is though that we have this little button right here, which is the Biodefense weapon mode. Basically a giant HEPA filter that blocks all contaminants, all foreign matter from our lungs, which is really nice.
Yeah, it takes up the entire front. It's the biggest HEPA filter of any car, and it filters out, I think it's what, 2.5 particle matter? I think that's the size. I can't remember what, 2.5 microns?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so as soon as you turn that on, I can't smell the smoke anymore. It's really nice for traveling behind trucks and
Other stuff. Yeah.
So, you know what I've noticed driving around San Francisco?
What?
I haven't seen one police officer. Have you seen any police officers?
No.
I mean, we've been driving around now for 3 days in San Francisco. Literally, I don't think I've seen a police car or a police officer.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, we saw the ambulance. I've seen
Fire truck.
fire truck.
Are they on vacation? Like is August when they take off or something?
I don't think
How does
you
the
could.
city operate this smoothly? I haven't seen any cops directing traffic. I haven't seen any police officers at the scene of a crime. I'm gonna have to really try and keep my eyes open for, maybe they're not dressed like police officers.
Like they're all undercover?
Yeah, maybe they're undercover, or maybe they're wearing like some uniform that I don't associate with being a police officer.
Huh.
Oh yeah, look at this. Golden Gate Bridge. So Jesse's getting ready to do a drone flight of, yeah, that. Let's see how he does. Is this not the most beautiful place in the world? It's just amazing. There he goes. Let's see what he sees. See anything good?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best drone shot I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? It's just the coolest thing to look at?
Beautiful.
Yeah. How high up are you?
Max height right now.
It's like, well, it's like gray and orange, like you couldn't cross.
Jesse is about to attempt to catch the drone as it comes down. So here's the drone, and here's Jesse, and he is going to catch it. Wow, you don't see that every day. Caught the drone, and he shuts it off with his nose.
My nose isn't strong enough.